Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. We begin tonight with some breaking news out of Perry County. Just minutes ago, we confirmed that there's been an officer-involved shooting off Hull School Road in Perry County. That is not far from the old Fugates Entertainment Center. Our reporter at the scene has told us there are multiple troopers and ambulances there. Now, we are told that a trooper was hit by gunfire. We do not think it is life-threatening, but again, we've just been told this moments ago that a police officer was hit. We do not know if anybody else was injured. Obviously, this is a serious situation, and WYMT's Connor James is trying to gather more information at the scene, and we hope to have a live report from him with hopefully lots more information before the end of the newscast. But again, just to repeat, we know very little right now, but there has been an officer-involved shooting off Hull School Road in Perry County, and stay tuned. We will have more hopefully before the end of the newscast. In other news, 3 pounds of meth off the streets and 3 people behind bars. Officials in Knox County say it is one of the biggest drug busts they've had. John Helton, Ursula Anita Helton Fox, and Patsy Hopkins were all arrested. And where they found a lot of that meth, that might surprise you. WYMT's Connor James talked with officials about the bust earlier today.
What started with a couple complaints
We'd never ever see that much in one location.
ended
One of the largest amounts in Knox County.
in nearly $35,000 worth of meth off the streets.
It's a relief for us.
A 2-month-long investigation led Sam Mullins to a home in Corbin.
We was really about to give up.
Hours of searching coming up empty-handed.
Yeah, last place. I mean, we would have never thought to check there.
That's when they decided to search one more area before calling it quits.
There was one place that we hadn't checked, and it was the children's playhouse.
In that playhouse in Corbin, 2 pounds of hard drugs.
And that's when he locates a large quantity of methamphetamine and a handgun.
4 kids played there daily. Further investigating led them to another home in Knox County where they found another pound.
We fight this war every day on drugs, and that's 3 pounds that we're not going to have to fight and find on the streets.
And although this doesn't stop the drug epidemic many in the county are facing,
Sure, it just shows the persistence and hard work pays off day after day.
That was Connor James reporting. In addition to the 3 pounds of meth, multiple handguns, and nearly $9,000 in cash were also found.
And overall, it's not been too bad of a day. We saw those scattered rain chances earlier, and now we're starting to dry out and cool off. That's going to be the big story as we head into the overnight hours. You'll notice as we take a look at downtown Whitesburg, quiet over there, finally drier as well. Overall, a quiet evening for most. There's a look at those scattered rain chances. We saw that line of showers and storms move through earlier today. Then a few scattered rain chances this evening. Clouds are starting to clear, which will make for a pretty chilly night ahead. But pinpoint Doppler as we scan the skies, looking at a clean sweep, something we haven't seen in quite some time, so it's good to see that, and that'll continue as we head into your Tuesday. But like I said, those temperatures are already starting to drop. You'll see those lower 60s out west, those mid to upper 60s to the east, even still 70s down into Jonesville. So here's a look at that temperature change really over the past 24 hours. 10, 11, 12 degrees cooler. We'll continue to see those cooler temperatures as we head into these overnight hours. So as we look at the headlines, you'll notice sunshine returns as we head into your Tuesday. Another cold front looks to move into the mountains Wednesday into your Thursday. Cooler temperatures all around as we head into really this work week. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes. Steve.
All right, thank you, Paige. Now we want to go back to our lead story that we told you about at the top of the newscast. We just confirmed right before we went on the air that there has been an officer-involved shooting off Hull School Road in Perry County. That's more the northern part of the county, not far from the old Fugates Entertainment Center, and we do understand one police officer was hit. We do not believe it's life-threatening. Now, we have our WYMT's Connor James live with us now. I believe he's at the State Police Post in Hazard. And Connor, what have you learned?
Yeah, Steve, details right now are still very limited. Now, I was out at that scene earlier over on Hull School Road, a very heavy Kentucky State Police presence there. An ambulance arrived while we were there, a very narrow road there and a very active presence. So we had to leave that scene. We're here at Post 13 now. We have seen troopers coming in and out with evidence, and it's a very packed parking lot here, just like it was out there. Very, very heavy police presence for this late at night. Again, we don't really have much information other than that. Like you said, Steve, it was an officer-involved shooting. We did hear that an officer was hit, and thankfully the injuries are expected to be non-life-threatening. We heard that it's expected to be okay to that extent. Again, details are still just very limited. We're going to be learning more throughout the night. As we do, follow us online at WYMT.com. We'll obviously keep all the updated information there, and then tomorrow morning we will continue to find any more updates overnight and update you there. Steve?
Well, Connor, we will get back to you before the end of the newscast if you get some more information, so please get back to us. But real quick, and you may not know the answer to this, do we know if anybody else was injured in this situation or anything about what led to this situation?
Yeah, Steve, really no room to speculate on that. We've heard a few things here and there, nothing confirmed yet, so we're not going to go and say anything into that. Not sure what exactly led up to it. Like you said, all we know right now is that one officer was hit. He's expected to be all right. His injuries aren't life-threatening, but that's really all we have right now.
Okay, well, that is a bit of good news. Obviously, a very serious situation that unfolded there tonight off Hull School Road. Many questions still unanswered about what led to this incident, if anybody else was hurt or killed. But again, we do know that one officer, I assume was a state trooper, was hit by gunfire, but the injury is not believed to be all that serious. So a bit of good news there. Again, we'll get back to Connor as soon as he gets any more information before the end of the newscast. And of course, we'll keep you updated on WYMT.com. Now back to other news. This weekend, police arrested a man who was wanted for breaking into a home and shooting a woman last month. Kentucky State Police say they arrested this man, Richard Dickerson, on Saturday. Police say Dickerson broke into the home, went into the couple's bedroom, and shot a woman who was in the bed. He faces assault, wanton endangerment, and burglary charges for the alleged crime. Police were able to find Dickerson thanks to a tip someone called in. The homeowner Dickerson was staying with was also arrested. Chester Collett is charged with hindering prosecution or apprehension and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. An Owsley County deputy had a close call when a semi crashed into his patrol truck on Friday. The impact crushed the side of the truck. Luckily, the deputy walked away with just a few cuts and bruises. The semi jackknifed when the driver swerved to avoid hitting a truck that pulled out in front of him. Lawson says he did not get a good look at the truck that caused the crash. If you saw the crash and have any information that might help deputies, call the Owsley County Sheriff's Office at 606-593-5161. Many in Martin County could see another water rate increase. The Public Service Commission is requiring the Water District to hire a new management company. Many fear this will cost customers too much money. When the new company takes over, a 44% rate increase will be implemented on top of the current bill. Now some hope to see only one single manager hired instead of a new company to save money. What started out as a good-intentioned recommendation has turned into a fight for a town's festival. In Jackson, some thought the future of the Honey Festival was in doubt. Now the festival is looking for new volunteers to lead them in a direction that brings change so the show can go on.
The people that have worked hard these last many years to keep the festival going, I know that's thankless work, and I just appreciate all the work they've done. I do believe that, you know, new people need to get involved. We need to get community members out that they say they want change, so now's the time to see who's willing to work for that.
We tried to get up with the chairperson of the Honey Festival, but have not heard back. There is a meeting Thursday at 5 p.m. in City Hall about the future of the festival that is open to the public. Floyd County school leaders are working to battle food insecurity this summer. New at 11, WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke to Superintendent Danny Atkins, who says the summer food program has grown as the district tries to best serve its students.
Blue raspberry icing.
Yeah, can we give you the morning?
Just because it's summer break for Floyd County students,
that's what this program's geared towards.
Doesn't mean the school district is leaving them alone.
Our kids are our future, and we have to take care of them.
The district's summer feeding program kicked off Monday.
It would blow your mind to know how many students the best meals they have are when school are in.
Superintendent Danny Adkins says this year
We all kind of were on the same page. How can we expand this program?
it is bigger
We've expanded it from one route now to 3 different routes.
and better.
Actually, we have 2 sites where not only do we feed, but we have activities to go along with the lunch
than ever.
The program's just needed. It's needed all over Eastern Kentucky.
And it's just the beginning.
We're looking to expand this program to snow days. We've applied for the NTI Day program, and if we're accepted into that, then we will also try to feed students.
Of the district's mission to take care of its students. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Adkins says he hopes the program will benefit every child in the community. For the meal schedule, you can check out our website at WYMT.com. Agents at the Harlan County Extension Office are starting classes this week to teach how to cook for people with diabetes. Agents say the Dining with Diabetes classes will teach people how to prepare food and show what types are acceptable and what to avoid if someone is living with the condition. The classes will be 1 day a week for the next 4 weeks, and agents say they hope it helps many understand more about how to avoid complications with diabetes by simply being educated.
That's like one of the biggest roles that a diabetic struggles with, is trying to know what to eat, how to count your carbs, because everything that you eat has carbs, even though you think that it doesn't.
Davidson says the Extension Office recently received $10,000 from the Marshall Grant for the program. As school lets out, many students begin their search for summer jobs, and several kids in Perry County actually get to work alongside county and city officials to help make their hometown a better place. The students working for the county are helping fix up the downtown area by cleaning out the parking garage and other beautification projects. Organizers say it's hands-on experience that will help them in the future.
They are going to be doing gardening, they're going to be doing planting, they may work events, but they are focused entirely on helping out with getting downtown looking good and functioning well.
County and city officials say they look forward to continuing programs like this in the future. Country singer Walker Montgomery honored a World War II veteran at the Polk Salad Festival in Harlan on Saturday. Veteran Glenn Durham says Montgomery walked off the stage when he saw Durham wearing a World War II veteran hat as he was sitting in the audience. You see the video there. Durham says he appreciates it when people thank him for his service. He will turn 93 years old next month. Students from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology are bicycling from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco, and they're making stops along the way to teach STEM workshops. Today, the MIT students stopped at the Challenger Learning Center in Hazard. WYMT's Katie Cook attended one of the classes where kids put their engineering skills to the test.
Engineering is more than just math and science.
So you think like it's just numbers, it's just math, you're just like working on the same things over and over again.
It's first coming up with a good idea, an idea as simple as a new carnival game.
It's like Cops and Robbers, but like with a 1930s alcohol twist on it.
So, cops and bootleggers?
Who wants to be a bootlegger?
Students in the class were even encouraged to come up with bad carnival game ideas.
Hit yourself in the head with a hammer, and if you survive, then you win.
But for good reason.
And the hope with that was afterwards you see your bad ideas and you change them into something good.
So then they put their ideas to the test.
There we go. Oh, that's a bucket.
And then they used whatever materials they had on the table to make it.
And it all started with a simple idea and a little bit of teamwork.
That's really what engineering is about. It's really cooperative. It's really about teamwork.
So engineering is more than just math and science. It sparks creativity and can even be fun.
Because this is our moonshine.
In Perry County, Katie Cook, WYMT Mountain News.
The MIT students instructing the class will spend one more day teaching STEM workshops at the Challenger Center before they hit the bike trail again to their next location. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, officials released the name of a woman killed in a Texas crane collapse yesterday. And tonight is the night. NASA says this only happens about once a year. We'll tell you what's going on in the sky.
And sunshine returns Tuesday, but more rain chances are right around the corner. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up.